right, David, the Mailbox Guy, you're not streaking. You're just standing there in all your nudity, aren't you? Are you over at Denny Blaine Park? Yes.
I am in my best nudity right now, my friend.
David, this is a we got to use our imagination. So what celebrity do you like from 10 feet away or 100 yards away? What celebrity? You could do a combination, like I'm a combination of Nick Cage and such and such.
Puerto Rican Michael Keaton.
Wow.
A Puerto Rican Michael Keaton. Got it.
I was the original Batman. I kind of tan a little bit dark in the summer.
I see.
My brother and sister, a little lighter. I think I was a protege of the milkman. So, but let's talk about the park. Y'all.
Yes. Sorry. Well, sorry that I suddenly took it off of subject as you're standing there nude. So tell me about your relationship with the park. Is this a place you go to often? And why do you like being nude there?
I don't know the second part to that question, but my parents were hippies.
Oh.
We went to steam baths. My stepfather was from Germany. Thank God he wore the Fruit of the Loom underwear when he was in the steam bath. But,
okay.
And that's that part. But as far as everybody down here, been coming here for over 15 years. There's a park up in Issaquah. I used to go there. Nice people. Everything's good. Just a little bit too far to drive.
Mm-hmm.
The people down here are absolutely gorgeous. And see, they're yelling right now. If you're parked illegally, you got to go get your car. Everybody watches out for everybody.
Right.
So when the sun goes down and 8 o'clock comes, we don't know what goes on here at night. These people that are here, I got 40% out of 100 people. I counted them earlier. 40%. It's so funny. They're running. Just don't park illegally, you guys.
Yeah.
You know why? It's not the illegal parking. We need to get a fire truck down here if we need a water rescue.
Okay.
So that aside, I don't know, but they're trying to call us out every year, playground equipment, rezoning. And this year, because you guys brought it up on the radio, and is there something new going on that you can tell me about?
Well, there is. People believe that there's additional pressure to close the park down. What they're saying is there's people that are calling the police and saying there's people that are touching themselves in an impure manner. They're making obscene gestures. They're naked. And the thing is that you can be naked as long as you're not doing something that you are touching yourself or someone else in order to have sexual gratification. And then the third part of it is you have to have knowledge that a third party is seeing it. Because in the state of Washington and in Seattle, the municipal code, prosecutors must prove a naked person knows that such conduct is likely to cause reasonable affront or alarm. So there's a sort of the thinking is that there are people that are calling the police to create the impression that there's a lot of stuff going on that's illegal. And this is a concerted effort by people that don't want you guys there, and that eventually you'll leave because you're getting tired of being hassled. That's kind of the story we think that's kind of brewing underneath this. Does that make sense?
That makes 100% sense. And we like to say nude, not lewd.
Okay.
And, if we catch people down here, the girls will say something, we call everybody out. But when we leave at sundown, what goes on here are fires at night. It's not patrolled. And we're getting a bad name for it during the daytime.
Yes.
These people are absolutely beautiful. Again, they tried this as a third attempt. I would love to help. Now, when you drive down into this little horseshoe, there's a bulkhead up there. Build me a 3-foot wall so when I drive in there, I can park my car, but I can't park my car and see the people. Okay, that would help the neighbors out. Lock the park up at 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Get this element out of here. But the people that you can hear my voice,
yes.
The people that come up here are just absolutely wonderful. When you talk about jumping naked into your river, my brother, I just appreciate that so much. So,
yeah, but I only once for Evening Magazine we went to that nudist place in Issaquah, and and the night before, my wife Paula, I refer to her as number one, she put like sunscreen, like tanning stuff on me, but then got bored putting it on, so she sort of streaked it on. So when I came out nude, they said they didn't judge, but the lady said, "You look like you got tiger stripes on." I said, "Well, I thought you don't judge," but obviously they judged a little bit. And then at that point, I put my towel on. I'm just not anybody that feels comfortable. I'm also Irish, so it's not like a genetically we kind of dealt a bad hand there. We got a sense of humor about a few other things, but. Let me ask you something. Why? So you feel this sense of community. Are people talking about the fact that they feel as if this rich guy that has the house nearby is the one that's causing the problems?
Number one, huge community within the park. I show up the first time a couple of weeks ago, and it's half the people are the regulars. Mr. Sloan, as we know him, bought the house that he has, tore it down, built another one. He bought it when he knew this place was here.
Yeah.
And it's just a little bit. Mr. Sloan got a lot of money. I think he just sold University. I can't remember the one.
University Village. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sold out, made a chunk of change. Man, there's some beautiful houses on the other side of the lake, you know. So anyway, you said community, great. Everybody's up here, but you'll never see any of these people being vulgar or lewd. There's so many things. I've tried to contact the park a couple of times. They finally got us an outhouse down here. We like to recycle. We like to help. We would mow the yard and do this and that, but they don't want to. The park union, I've approached that. I've been here for over 15 years. So other than that, thank you guys so much for two things.
Yes.
Getting me home at night, because I'll be sitting in traffic and I don't give a rat's behind. I'm just listening to you guys. I really appreciate that. Very disappointed when you're not there, John.
I'm sorry about that. Sorry about that.
No.
Let me ask you.
Wait,
you too.
the other thing.
Wait.
Go ahead.
He had two things.
Two things. I was interrupting him in the middle of a compliment. Sorry, go ahead.
Just trying to talk about the park, because I could go through and you got your newscaster, and I have just become the nude caster for Denny Blaine Park.
I like it. Okay, let me ask you.
That?
Yeah, let me ask you. Okay, so when was the first time you disrobed and were public and naked? And why was that? And what were those feelings for you?
Doctor, I think that was in the sauna many years ago. It was just being in the. I have a steam shower, if you know what that is.
Yes.
Because of my father, we do these steam baths. I love it. Put a little mentholatum, a little eucalyptus, to the moon. Yeah. But I think it stems from my parents. And if you were running around Europe and you're topless and this or whatever the case, people don't care.
Right.
But we do call out. We care down here, and we do call other people out. So, Mr. Sloan, I'd like to help you. Call me. I'm on the internet. John's got my number.
Yeah.
You guys, thanks a bunch. Well, go ahead. I'm still here.
So, you would tell, and I saw that somebody, thinking the stranger, said, "Listen, you got enough money. You knew that this place had a nudist park there. You knew when you bought the place. Let us stay, and you just sell the house and go somewhere else."
Bed and breakfast. Make it a bed and breakfast.
Well, you got a million ideas. Yeah. All right. Well, you're gonna stay down there. Do you go there all the time? Are you at the park every day whenever it's sunny out?
No, because I own my own company. Yes. I can come down here, and believe it or not, I get a lot of paperwork done.
Okay.
I'm on the phone 4 hours a day, sitting in my van. So why not just sit at the beach?
Yep. Okay.
And beautiful view of Mount Rainier and everybody. No, but it's just a beautiful bunch of people down here, y'all, and thank you.
Yes. All right. But here's what I found, having spent time. It was in France, and people walking around nude there and stuff. It seems to me like the guys that got a little something extra, you know what I mean, are the ones that are most often getting nude. Is that true?
Well, I ain't got nothing extra, my brother, but I'm just chilling.
All right. Okay. Got it. All right. Well, listen, David, I'm so glad you're with us, clothed or not, as you are the Hispanic Michael Keaton.
The Puerto Rican Michael Keaton.
Puerto Rican Michael Keaton.
Puerto Rican Simone Bato. Let's go. Come on.
Okay. All righty, baby. Enjoy your time down there.
Make me up a song. You're going to have to make me a song, because I'll be back on with you guys.
Okay, we will. We're going to do an AI song for you, Michael. Get the sunscreen on as well. Thanks for reporting live, nude, from Denny Blaine Park. Thank you, Michael, the mailbox man.
David, the mailbox
David, mailbox man. She was, I got all confused. I forgot he's Michael Keaton, the Hispanic, whatever, the Puerto Rican Keaton.
Hey,
all right.
guys, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, David.
Bye.
Bye-bye. There he goes out the door.
How about that? We got people everywhere.
Yeah, naked. Just never been able to kind of do that.
Me neither, but I also think it's very cultural. And I as a kid, my friends used to rent their upstairs to a German couple, and my friends' parents were hippies, but the German couple was naked 24/7.
Always, yeah. My dad dated this girl, a woman who was from Norway, I think, Norway, and she was a ski instructor at Whistler. And she came to stay, the two of them came to stay with us for a couple of days while my dad was in town. And I come downstairs in the morning. She's like, hello, Michael. How are you this morning? And she's totally butt naked.
Yeah.
Sitting there on the couch. I was like, yeah. Hi. You know.
There's culture shock involved.
Lights out. Lights out on everything. Just everyone looks better with the lights very, very low. Not sitting there, the bright sunlight coming through the Queen Anne home with, hello, if you want some cream for your coffee, there's something there. Like, oh, no, I'm good. I go upstairs. I'm like, oh my God, she's naked downstairs. My dad didn't like it either.
Yeah.
She's walking around nude and you could see all this stuff. You don't want to see the stuff. Looks are nothing. Conduct's the thing. There you go.
Where do you fall on the Denny Blaine thing? I mean,
I understand these people have had this community for a long time,
right.
And as we had heard from David, the mailbox guy, it's like we don't have any problems down here. Just everybody gets along. It's just letting people go along. Some people come in there and ruin it. There's people that stand there and watch. Get those. The cops should get those guys, right?
Exactly.
For the guy that bought the house. He's got this big house, and we know that the stories from I don't know who found it, that there were emails that went back and forth between Mr. Sloan and Bruce Harrell,
yep.
Basically saying, hey, and I think Bruce Harrell was out of the country at the time when they were going back and forth.
Oh, yeah, we'll help fix this.
We'll try to fix it for you. And I think, as it's again reported, whether true or not, Mr. Sloan said, listen, how about I give you a whole bunch of money, we put it in a kid's park. So if we put a kid's park in there, smart move, then you can't be naked in front of the kids. It was kind of a way to be able to force these people out of there. Let them stay.
Yes.
It's been there for so long. Let them have it. Listen, you're going to only cause more problems. If they have to get up and find some other place to go, they'll go somewhere else, and that might not be a safe place for them, and they might actually have people that are, really having problems with them. If Mr. Sloan is unhappy, if Mr. Sloan knew, which I think he probably did, that that's the case, guess what? It's like moving in next to a railroad track, and you're complaining that the train goes by once a day. Yeah, no kidding, right? You built a house near a railroad track. You bought a house near a nude park.
Right.
The nude park, do you want to buy the park? You can't buy the park. The park's not for sale. Let people stay. Let them be there. Mr. Sloan either needs to build a wall, not look at it, or move and sell it to somebody else that's okay with the fact. Now, whether he bought it thinking, well, I'm going to buy the house and then I'm going to just make some, adjustments and ask the city or ask somebody to get these people out of there, well, that's unfair to everybody. And it also gives rich people a bad name.
Agreed.
Well, thank you, Joe.